I want you all to join me in welcoming Afeni from Freedom Fighters, D.C. Give Afeni a hand as they come.
Hello, y'all. Hi, my name is Afeni. I'm really excited to be out here and share space with all of you. I'm an anti-war veteran. I'm a core organizer with Freedom Fighters DC, a grassroots abolitionist org out here doing mutual aid and direct aid in the community. I'm also a contributor on Fred Hampton Leftist, so please check us out. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, didn't get to write my little notes down, so excuse me.
Take your time.
You know, where do we start? Like, we are literally standing in the middle of a pandemic and we're still arguing about what we should and should not be investing in. We're still asking, demanding healthcare when that should not be something we have to organize around. But yet here we are. They don't have to organize when they want to bomb Iran and when they want to bomb Somalia. They don't have to do a mass action. They just decide to do that with our tax dollars. Like, that's our money that goes into destroying other countries, that goes into disrupting governments that honestly just treat their fucking citizens better than we treat ours. Like, that's what our money is being invested in right now, a global violence. So if you are somebody that is out here trying to figure out what you can do to organize, the best thing you can do is invest in mutual aid and invest in your communities. Building trust within your community, building that relationship with the people that are right next to you. Because I can promise you, the motherfuckers that are in this fucking White House, all those fucking pigs that are on the street, and the fucking Pentagon and the Department of so-called Defense, when the only thing they fucking defend is the rich and powerful, those motherfuckers are not gonna fight for you. So we have to fight for ourselves. They spent $300 million per day for 20 years in Afghanistan, and that is not including all of the money that we give to Israel every single year. That was not including all of the money that we spent in covert operations in other places through the CIA. That's not including all of the fucking money that we spend on our 800 military bases all across the world. That's not including none of that shit. $300 million per day to murder innocent children, to murder women, and then turn around and say that we should go back for women's rights? Are y'all fucking serious? If we gave a fuck about women's rights, if we gave a fuck about human rights, we would have left them alone in the 80s, before we started training up the Mujahideen. We'd have left them alone then. But here we are, yet again, America making a mess, and then trying to, for some reason, be the solution to that mess, only to profit and to benefit for these motherfucking corporations and for these military contractors that don't give a shit about us enough to not fucking pollute the earth. I don't know, or to not fucking, train our police officers to act the same fucking way in our streets. The same exact way we are policing the world, the same exact way the police officers are policing us here. We have to stop the global violence. We have to divest from global violence. We will no longer participate in shit that does not benefit us. They have been benefiting themselves for so long now. So it is time that we start to organize, that we stand up for each other and say, fuck no, that we are not going to do this shit anymore. If they can spend $300 million per day in Afghanistan, they can invest $20 billion to house everybody. Just a one-time investment. They can invest in a universal anti-racist healthcare system so black women like myself don't die on delivery tables. They can invest in that. They have the money for that.
Talk about that.
So, because we know they have the money for that, we're going to demand that they fucking give us our money back and invest it back into our community. I just want to finish up with this. Thank you all so much for being out here, but this shit does not stop here. Shit's gonna get a lot fucking uglier before it gets cute. So be prepared, be ready, and understand that the way that we are ready for that shit, the way that we get ready for the revolution, is by investing in mutual aid, by building those infrastructures outside of the government, by holding these motherfuckers accountable, and not in 2 years, not in 4 years, but if you don't vote the way we want you to vote today, your ass is going to get removed from Congress next week and we're going to run a special election in your district because fuck you. That's the type of organization we need to be on, and we can be there. So, like I said, thank you guys so much for being here, and yeah.